of these sealed investments
meant to be considered investments.
Pokemon investments.
Or is it just Magic the Poke Bro investing?
This is how much my entire Pokemon investment is worth.
What will be the best investment?
The idea of turning Pokemon cards into a profit has become a phenomenon in the last years for young adults. More and more people are trying it out, however, there might be a catch many don't see coming. So imagine this. You buy a booster box today for a couple $100. You sell it in 5 years for $600, and instead of being congratulated, you suddenly get a knock at your door. Over the past decade, Pokemon cards have gone from childhood nostalgia to legitimate assets. First edition Charizards, rare sealed booster boxes, even misprints. Some of these things are selling for thousands of dollars. Collectors call it passion.
This card is useless.
Investors call it diversification. And speculators might even call it a gold mine. But here's the catch. When money starts pouring into a hobby, so do opportunities and government interest. Quick money laundering 101. So what actually is money laundering? Basically, it's how criminals turn dirty money from things like drugs or fraud into clean money that looks legit. And one sneaky way to do that? Through assets with subjective value. Things like art, jewelry, or now collectibles. Unlike, say, a bank account, a Charizard doesn't come with a clear price tag. Is it worth $500, $5,000 or $10,000? That flexibility makes it really appealing to people who want to move money under the radar. Additionally, some people just like to invest in hope of a profit in the future. This is nothing crazy or illegal by any means, but it can become problematic if you like to move higher numbers as a private person. The future risk. If governments start to notice, and they already do, that collectibles like Pokemon cards are being used as investments, they might want to crack down sellers who do not pay taxes for their sales. For example, in Germany, big platforms such as eBay already force you to give in your financial information. This is a problem for everyone who wants to sell high-value products in the future, because there are yearly limits you don't want to cross as a private person. I believe it's 2,000 euros right now in Germany. If you want to sell more than that, you technically need to register as a small trade. Then everything is legal, but it comes with a price tag, and this is taxes. This means you should think about your actions and the rules of your country when it comes to flipping cards for profit. You don't want to get caught in the same net as shady actors who use Pokemon cards to launder money, or end up with lots of cash that you can't really use for something like, let's say, buying a house. So what's the conclusion? Should you stop collecting? No. But if you're treating Pokemon purely as an investment, remember, it might not be as easy to turn your assets into actual money in the future. My advice: collect what you love first, invest second. Because if the bubble bursts or if regulations come in, you don't want your retirement plan tied up on a binder of shiny cardboard. My personal view is that you can sell everything, but it might take time and you might not get the best price. For example, selling a box for $800 that you bought for $150, which is now worth $1,000, will attract enough people that want to resell. It's still a profit though. Remember, you don't need to get the maximum all the time. My most important advice: please, for the love of God, just use money that you don't rely on. Use only play money for investing. So what do you think? Could Pokemon cards actually become the next frontier for money laundering? Or is it just me being paranoid? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read and enjoy every single one of them. And hey, if you enjoyed my first English video, I would highly appreciate a like or a sub. See you in the next video.